Today, on How It's Made, we go behind the scenes and see how copy paper is created, from the tree to the Kindle to the finished product. One of the first types of paper created was papyrus. It was created by the ancient Egyptians from the cyperus papyrus plant. Papyrus is very like paper in both look and feel. With the invention of computers and online storage, the use of paper has declined greatly, but a lot goes into making what some would consider a simple object. The process begins when the wood to be used for paper arrives at the paper mill. The types of wood used to create paper is 65% maple, 25% birch, and 10% poplar. For every 2 tons of wood, they receive 1 ton of paste. Everything starts with this debarking drum, which removes the bark from the logs. It takes about 20 minutes for it to remove all the bark. The bark is then burned to help in the operation of the mill. The logs are then transferred on this conveyor, which is controlled by an operator. Now the logs are reduced into small pieces of wood called kindling. They remain outside in large piles all year, winter and summer. The next step is to create the paste that will be turned into paper. They begin this process by loading the kindling into this giant cylinder known as a washer. In here, they cook the wood for several hours at a heat of 315 degrees. The wood is then loaded into this recuperation boiler. It burns wood ignite at 1800 degrees. It is known as the recuperation boiler because certain compounds that come out as lava are recuperated. Exiting the boiler, the brown paste is washed, thickened, and then sent to these alkaline extraction towers to be bleached. These towers place the brown paste in contact with chemical products. It is bleached with chlorine dioxide and gradually becomes more white. Some water is then drawn off, and the paste is then sent to this machine, the Bell Bay 3 paper machine. It is sent to this machine to extract most of the water from the paste. Between the entry and the exit, the concentration of the water in the paste falls from 95 to 5%. The paper is then analyzed and rolled up into these giant spools. One of these rolls weighs about 35 tons and contains almost 35 miles of paper. The spooler cuts the larger spools into smaller, less wide rolls. The paper is then cut into small sheets and packaged. Some will be delivered to paper companies, such as the Scranton Dunder Mifflin branch, to be sold to major corporations.